Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle on this hump day.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, it's the first full week back to work for a lot of people. So hump day is really important.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're wondering why we have poinsettias on the set. It's because we want to talk about plants, millennials and houseplants, and it's a thing. And based on our deep budget, this was what was available.
That's right.
But, you know, did you know that millennials and houseplants actually are a thing? I mean, it's a trend where a whole lot of folks are, millennials are going bananas buying plants for their apartments and homes and stuff.
Yes, I did not know that. But we had this healthy discussion in
our office.
Cincy Lifestyle Lounge. We did about, Allie said that she is fake plants all the way.
Yeah, right, well.
and I've got a mixture in my house, more real than fake.
And we have a mixture here. Dare you to figure out which one is real and which one is fake.
Can you guess which one is real, which one is fake?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Which one, here's the key. Which one did the folks here at WCPO not expose to a lot of sunlight and water? Can you tell by looking? But anyway, yeah, the millennial thing is huge. In point of fact, it's like $40 billion spent on home and garden, garden and yard stuff. And millennials make up about a quarter of it. And this is about, well, we're not going to be able to afford a house anytime soon, so let's make where we live healthy and you know, mentally relaxing for us. So
well, that makes sense to me. That makes sense.
It's a gift idea.
That's right. Well, wait, if you were guessing at home, this one is the real plant and this is the fake. So
imagine that. The one that doesn't rely on water and sunlight. You know, while we're talking about America's youth, a question for you to remember. Do you remember what you were doing at 13? Now, maybe like Mona and me, you were dreaming about your first love. Or maybe you were trying to avoid household chores. That was another thing I did a lot at 13. But at 13, our next guest, along with her business partner, has started her own company with a fashion line, a line of fanny packs, and a nonprofit. This is incredible, isn't it, Mona?
Wow, it is so incredible. She is incredible. And right now, I want to welcome Erika Franklin.
Yes.
And she is a 13-year-old designer. And welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, yeah, I just feel like such a slacker at 13. But you are phenomenal. So tell me how you got into this, how you decided to make your passion into a business.
Well, when I was younger, I was always really creative. And first I started off making doll clothes. And then I started getting real clothes and accessories, and then I found fanny packs.
Well, you brought some of these today, so tell us what goes into making items like this, and talk about some of these you brought.
Well, for example, like this Star Wars one, most of these fanny packs are created to your liking. So if you have a certain job, like if you're a teacher, you could get a fanny pack made like a teacher. Yes.
Okay, and so you bedazzle them, you sparkle them all up.
Yes.
And tell me how you decide which sparkles go with what and what colors you're gonna use.
Well, usually with the fanny packs, I just use pins, patches, but it does, you know, have an eye when it comes to certain things. So, but say if the customer likes red and black, you know, I could put red and black rhinestones, red and black patches, and add my own twist to it.
Well, you have a really great eye for this design. So what's the toughest part about being an entrepreneur?
The toughest part about being a young entrepreneur is balancing my homeschool, and I also swim and my nonprofit and things like that. But with the help of my team and my business partner, it seems to all come together. Yes.
Okay, it obviously does. And you also run a nonprofit.
Yes, I do.
Talk about that.
Well, I run a nonprofit called My Chocolate Don't Melt. It is a nonprofit to inspire young girls to be themselves. And it's not rather you get knocked down, it's rather you get back up.
Oh, good. So what piece of advice would you give other 13-year-olds and older people about starting your own business?
Be patient. Work hard and work smart.
Work smart. Oh, that is great. Good, really good advice for all of us. I cannot get away without mentioning how great your glasses are as well.
You.
They are sparkly and you're doing it. Erika, thank you so much for coming on the show. Is there somewhere where people can get more information?
Oh yes, all these fanny packs will be on Etsy.com, so just look up Fanny So Fab, and my Instagram is at It's Fashionista Franklin.
You rock, Erika. Thank you
you.
so much. Clyde?
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. Hey, 'tis the season for cookies so pleasing. Girl Scout cookies leave us all with visions of shortbread trefoils, thin mints, and lemon ups dancing in our heads. Add to the sweet taste the fact that we are helping another generation of young women form their character, and cookie season is a true delight. And here now to talk with us about this year's cookie program, look at what's in front of us, and how you can get some of these favorites are Emily Mansfield, a brownie with the Girl Scouts, and Jana Suliveres, a Girl Scouts ambassador. Thank you both so much for being here with us. Tell us how long each of you have been in Girl Scouts.
I have been in Girl Scouts for 3 years.
For 3 years. Like it?
Yes.
Love it. Okay, how about you, Jana?
I've been in Girl Scouts for a year.
Okay, so 3 years, 1 year. What are some of your favorite activities thus far?
I liked when we did our Girl Scout date night and our Reds Day and Kings Island Day.
Okay, and how about you, Emily?
I liked when we went ice skating with the Girl Scouts.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. So let's talk a little bit about the cookies that you have brought for us here, and they smell divine. What is the new cookie this year?
The new cookie is called the Lemon Ups.
The Lemon Ups. Have you tried them?
Yes, I have.
What's the best thing about them?
The lemon taste.
Okay, all right. Well, that would be good in a lemon up to have a good lemon taste. Now, all right, how many cookies did you guys sell last year?
Last year I sold 855.
Wow, how about you?
About 200.
About 200? Okay, all right. So what's your plan for selling more this year?
Get with my teachers, family members, co-workers, and booth sales.
Okay, and how about you? How are you gonna top your performance from last year?
I am going to try to find more streets that connect to my streets to find more customers.
That sounds like a plan. I like that plan. So when can we start buying these cookies?
Actually, you can start on January 3rd.
Okay, as of January 3rd.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite, right quick? Your favorite cookie?
Thin mints.
Thin mints? Okay, thin mints by 2. All right. Right quick, how can people find out more information or find out what they need to do to order these cookies?
You can go to the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio page, gsw.org, or booth sales.
Okay. All right. Emily, one last thing you want to say to get people to buy these cookies?
You can ask them if they want to donate or if they would like to get some for themselves.
Okay, we're going to do that. All right, perfect. You guys have already done that for a whole lot of folks. So thank you both for being here with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Mona?
Love those Girl Scouts. Well, there are so many lovable pups that need help in our community, and one nonprofit has decided to focus its efforts on helping bulldogs in particular. And now their mission is expanding even further. And right now I want to welcome Dan Munzer from Queen City Bulldog Rescue and his pup, Rupert.
Ruru.
Thank you both for being here.
Mona, thank you so much for having us. We're excited.
Absolutely. Oh, I can see Rupert is excited. What an adorable pup.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Queen City Bulldog.
Okay, well, Queen City Bulldog Rescue was actually, the underlying theme is that bulldogs are magnificent dogs, but they can be challenging, challenging with health and medical expenses. And so Queen City Bulldog Rescue was developed to help owners address that. Sometimes it means allowing the bulldog to stay in their existing home, and oftentimes it means rehoming the dog through our foster network to make sure they're in a loving environment.
Wow. All right, so Rupert here was kind of the initiator of this, this organization.
He is the founder. His mom was actually the founder of the organization. She's experienced with the dogs, loves them, saw the issues that bulldogs had, and thought we're going to use him as kind of our poster child for what a bulldog can be. So he's involved with a lot of the the meet and greets and goes to a lot of our events and is kind of our mascot.
Well, he is very personable.
Yeah, he's
so
great.
we are so glad about
Thank
that.
you.
All right, you have some exciting things happening in 2020. Talk to us about it.
We are so fired up. We started just 3 years ago, and in 3 years we've adopted over 300 dogs.
Oh, wow.
And so what started as, you know, just running out of someone's house expanded, and now we realized that we needed a brick and mortar. We needed a space to coordinate all of the meet and greets and the transition and have classes and things like that. So early this year, actually late last year, we opened up a brick and mortar space in Bellevue, Kentucky.
Okay.
And with that, it allows us to do a community outreach, seminars, programs, and things. And now we've opened up Cincinnati, Greater Cincinnati's only pet food pantry.
I love that. Tell us about the pantry and how people can tap into that.
Well, you know, the sad thing is we just found out that there wasn't one that existed. So it wasn't like it was part of our natural plan. It was like, hey, we have a space, we can do this. And so it's open to all dogs. It's not just Bulldogs, no questions asked. It's on Sundays from 11 to 2. Just come on in with or without your dog, no questions asked. We'll give you as much food as you need for hopefully as long as you need it. So it's been very well received, but we have more food than we know what to do with. So we encourage owners of all breeds who are in need to take advantage of the pantry.
All right. So tell people, where is the pantry located?
It's in downtown Bellevue on Route 8. It's right at, I'm embarrassed to say I don't even know the address where they're so recent, but yeah, it's right downtown Bellevue on the left-hand side of the road if you're heading west towards Dayton. Beautiful space.
All right. Thank you so much for bringing Rupert on.
Thanks for
Hey,
having us. Give a kiss, Rue. Give a kiss.
He's adorable.
Thank you.
Love you, Rupert. Oh, very pet friendly. I love him.
I love
yes.
it.
All
Very good.
right. Thanks
Thank
so
you
much,
so much.
Dan.
I appreciate it.
Clyde.
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. Coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, we jumpstart our resolution to eat healthier. A local vegan restaurant is here in the studio to whip us up a delicious meal and to dispel a few myths about what it means to be vegan. Then we journey outside to see nature through the eyes of local artist Charlie Harper. We'll explore Ohio Brush Creek in winter at the edge of Appalachia. We got all that and a whole lot more in just a few minutes. Stick around. Okay, be honest. You've toyed with going vegan, right? Maybe for health reasons, maybe for reasons of personal philosophy. Well, today we're going to tempt you to try it one more time by introducing you to a fully functional, veganized deli where you can order, sandwiches. Right now, I want to welcome Alex Nager, the owner and chief chef at Harmony Plant Fare. Thank you so much for being with us, Alex.
Yeah, thanks, Clyde.
So what was the inspiration behind Harmony Plant Fare?
Well, about 3 years ago, I changed my diet up, and when I started going plant-based, I realized that I was cooking all the time, using my blender, making fun sauces, making all sorts of food, and it was great, but it wasn't always convenient. And I decided I could help make it better for other people who were trying to change their diet by building a company that could provide easy, convenient, delicious foods.
Sure. Now you're going to show us something today that you're going to make for us right quick. So go ahead and get started. Tell us what you're doing and what the ingredients are.
So I'm making a little bit of our broccoli slaw salad. It's a sunny broccoli salad, we call it. It's got maple tahini dressing. So it's got a little bit of sweetness, some great protein and creamy dressing from the tahini. And then we're actually using raw broccoli. So what we do is we rice the broccoli. You've heard of rice cauliflower. So basically we take the same step to rice the broccoli. So
Actually, no, I hadn't heard of rice cauliflower. You taught me something.
Yeah, it's a big thing in the, people going keto and things like that where they're trying to eliminate grains. But it just gives the broccoli a really great texture, and you can still have it raw, which has a lot of great cancer-fighting compounds and a lot of just, amazing antioxidants and things like that.
Start to finish on something like this, how long?
Just about, really 5 minutes. Once you whip together the dressing, it's a matter of just chopping up your broccoli. We have a little bit of good cranberry, a little red onion, and top it off with some toasted sunflower seeds.
You make a big effort towards local sourcing?
Yeah, we try to work with farms as much as possible. We're down at Findlay Market, so it's a really awesome place to be able to access all sorts of great food from, everything from the farmers to, fresh spices, fresh ingredients all the way.
So what's the biggest misconception about going vegan?
Well, I guess it's funny because I'm making a salad today, but that it's all salads. You know, we make sandwiches down at Findlay Market. One of our best sellers is a vegan buffalo chicken sandwich. It's saucy, it's spicy, it's really delicious. We also make our own cheeses here. So we have a take and bake mac and cheese. Feed the whole family. It's creamy. It's full of protein. It's really delicious. And then we make our own sliceable, shreddable, meltable cheeses as well. So I've got a little pepper jack and a little vegan cheddar there.
And what's the crowd favorite?
Crowd favorite, the buffalo chicken sandwich has been a big seller. We do an Italian sandwich that is out of this world. So it's a classic Italian hoagie. We make our own meatless meats, seitan based. And it has some of our cheese on there. It has a lot of great crunchy vegetables, fresh bread. I mean, it's everything you're looking for in an Italian hoagie.
Okay, brief, very little time left, but can you explain seitan?
Oh, so seitan, it's a meat substitute that we make. It's a high protein wheat flour, herbs and spices. It's all seasoned up, and we basically make a roast. We can slice it on a deli slicer, and you get basically a slice of deli meat, just like you would in general. And then
right quick, you just added cranberries.
Yeah, I've got some cranberries, some red onion, and then our toasted sunflower seeds. You know, make sure to season, salt and pepper. The dressing is apple cider, maple syrup, tahini. So it's got a really great flavor, really good creaminess, and everything just kind of soaks up there in the broccoli.
All right, so tell us rather where folks can find you online and
in real life.
And in real life, thank you. I was struggling with the word.
So our website, harmonyplantfair.com. We're also really active on social media, Facebook and Instagram. We love to post pictures and talk about all the different amazing things that we're making. We've got some cooking classes coming up through Findlay Kitchen, where we'll be doing some veganuary meal prep. We've also got a class coming up that's going to be super easy Super Bowl snacks. So if you've got somebody coming over who's vegan, or you just want to make some things that are omnivore approved and can wow everybody, we'll teach you how to do it pretty easily. We'll have some good drinks and some fun tips while we're doing those.
That's great. Alex, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Clyde.
Appreciate it. Mona?
Well, there's no mistake the signature style of artist Charlie Harper. His unique glimpses into the natural world have achieved enduring popularity among art and nature lovers alike. Well, today we'll take a look at winter at the edge of Appalachia and get a first-hand look at the preserve that inspired the poster.
Yeah, I'm Rich McCarty with the Nature Conservancy. I'm the naturalist for the Edge of Appalachia Preserve here in Adams County, Ohio.
I'm Chris Beadle, Cincinnati Museum Center. I'm the preserve director here.
We are at the Creeks Bend facility, so this is our public site that if you come to visit the Edge of Appalachia, this is where we'd like for you to land. This is the place we want you to come first. Ohio Brush Creek is the focus, it's the theme of the winter panel of the Charlie Harper poster on the Edge of Appalachia. Charlie Harper's panels were seasonal, so the winter panel focuses on Ohio Brush Creek, and some of the images that Charlie captured there was an image of a hooded merganser, which is a duck that migrates through, a river otter, which is a species of interest in Ohio, and a freshwater mussel. Now, there wasn't a lot of things to capture in the winter panel, but Charlie did a great job at capturing things that are significant and important along Ohio Brush Creek.
We are going to go down along the stream, see what we can find of interest down there. Charlie, being the artist that he was also an outdoorsman and loved the stream, so we're going to go follow in his footsteps. So here we are getting closer to the Brush Creek, and you can see where the water has come through and scoured this area and often brings up mussel shells. The freshwater mussels live in Ohio Brush Creek and are really indicative of clean water. If you have a great diversity of mussel species, then your waterway is obviously in pretty good shape. Ohio Brush Creek, we have about 41 species of mussels in Ohio Brush Creek. This is a three ridge. They often have very clever names. Pistol grip. Another one, squawfoot, lots of different names for them. This one here was actually in the panel that Charlie did. This is called a pimpleback because it has these little structures on the back that look like little pimples. And the otter is actually holding this little species here. Another species in the winter panel is the hooded merganser. He put that in the winter panel because that species we see here in the winter. It does not necessarily breed down here. They breed further north in Ohio and beyond, but they really visit here in the winter quite regular, and Charlie understood and knew that.
The river otter was a species that was considered I believe, extinct. They kind of disappeared in the early 1900s. And then through reintroduction in the 1980s, there are species that has recovered very well in Ohio. The river otter is an indicator of clean water. So it's one of those species that just doesn't like dirty water. It likes clean, highly diverse streams. So that's one of the reasons I believe Charlie chose the river otter as an example of a species to represent Ohio Brush Creek. All of life depends on clean water and fresh air. And Ohio Brush Creek is recognized as exceptional warm water habitat by the Ohio EPA. That means that this stretch of Ohio Brush Creek has high diversity of things that are not very tolerant of pollution. There are a number of things that are contributing toward clean water and a healthier environment.
All kind of suggestions from the control room about what we ought to call this shot. The one we're going to use that won't get us sued is it is a wonderful draping of the buildings downtown across a pastel sky, a pastel blue sky. That's from PK, the director.
Wow, he is so creative.
Fancies himself an artist. Now, coming up tomorrow here on Cincy Lifestyle, we go back to school in a wild environment. Right, Mona?
That's right. The Cincinnati Zoo Academy crew will be here to teach us more about their fostering a love for wildlife in our local schools. Plus, they'll tell you how your child or grandchild can apply to be part of it. All that, so much more, happening tomorrow right here on Cincy Lifestyle.
That's exactly right. Make it a great day. And this is good. This is good. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.